Hello, thank you so much for watching these videos. Welcome back, and we have officially started our project. Alright, so today we're going to look at the login and the register page, so we'll make sure that those things are working well and correlated with the database in Laravel. Alright, I remind you to subscribe, like and share, okay? And at the recording of this video, I have 682 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Continue subscribing, liking and sharing. I also remind you to go ahead and donate, okay, to this channel. The link is down there in the description, and in here you'll find a few videos such as there is code and videos that I mention in this program. For example, if you don't want to create a database and a migration in Laravel, you can find it in this after donating, and then the project folders all will be there. So for example, all the pages that I'm creating here and the screens, all the components will be there. The only thing, so you won't need to rewrite code again. The only thing you need to get is to get right is the imports, but everything will be coming in from this whole component folder or the JS folder as you have it here. All right, there is also a code for the auto load and what you need to run. All right, so let's go ahead and create our items. Now, the first thing we're going to do, as well, you'll find it there. I'm going to create the login page, the login and the register page. Now, there is this app.js if you're using Laravel. This app.js here compiles everything that we have, okay? Now, when you go to this app.js and then also go to mix, so mix here is sending everything, okay, to public JS, and then in public JS, okay, it also compiles the SAS, okay? So mix is mixing everything and sending it from resources app.js to public JS, okay? So we have here the public folder JS and then app.js, okay? So all right, let me go ahead and then creating the login pages. Okay, so there will be components, there will be pages, but there will be sub-components of the welcome.view. And the reason why I want, if a customer is logged in or logged out, okay, they have to find it here. And then after this, we shall be able to use now view router, routing to the register and the logout page, and also VUE to store the state if a user is logged in or logged out. Now, the register and the logout pages are very important, and that video may take me 30 minutes, but trust me, I want to put those out of the way, the first hardest videos, then we go ahead to enjoy when a user is already logged in or logged out. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and paste the code after creating these. So I'm going to go to the pages, and then I create a new file. I create a login page. So login page.view. You can call it login, but I want to differentiate the pages from the components. I'm also going to create a register page under pages. So register page dot view. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to my Gumroad channel that I've just shown you here, and then I copy the code, and then I just paste it there because it's already created. All right, so to help us understand how I use Bootstrap View, I've gone ahead, I'm going to go ahead and create our login page instantly, and you see how I use Bootstrap View and what I go about with. So the first thing I'll have is a template, and inside that template, I'm going to have, the first thing is B, okay? So it's like B container. So you can, by the way, let me just create a div. By the way, in fact, let me first do the normal Bootstrap because it will work. The usual Bootstrap, where I'm going to have a class, and the class will be container. Okay, and inside that class I'm going to have maybe a div, which div is going to have a class of row. So the class for this div is going to be row. All right, and then inside those I'm going to have two columns. So I'll have another div, and this will have a class where the column will be 6, and then the other div also maybe, in fact the other is going to have a column of 8, and then this div will have a column of 4. So this div is going to have maybe my UL, so the list items, and then the list items are going to be maybe tag 1 among others. So tag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to show us what is happening. So tag 2, tag 3, 4, and 5. So that's one side of the div, and then I don't know what I'm going to put here. Let me put an image link. So the Bootstrap image, which comes with a source, which will be src. So since this source is going to be coming from a leak, so src is equal to, I think, let me just paste a link. I'll come to Unsplash, and then I'm going to copy this image, credit to Edolu Elotu, right click, and then I'll copy the image address. No, I need the image link. Let me hope the image address is what I need to have, just like that. All right, so that's the image address. I hope it works. Okay, I do have issues with this HTTP, so I'll remove this so that it takes in the whole source code, and then I'll go to the end. Okay, it has characters so I have to get it dynamically. So we know how to do our thing, though I'm going to create a major video. So okay, so I'm going to come here and just create a script tag. So script, okay, and inside that script, so I'm going to remove the imports here because I don't need them for this test, and then I'll also remove this. Okay, so this should be data, so the data function data, okay, and then it's going to make a return. All right, so inside this return I'm going to put one image, and then I put the link for that image. So what I need to do up here is bind it up. So I'm going to call the source, put my colons as before, and then we're going to have to go ahead and close the image tag. Okay, it's giving me a warning, and this warning is because of the too many brackets there. All right, so let's go ahead and register this page in our router. So I'm going to go to the View router. Okay, so I need to import it. It's in pages, and then it's called login. Okay, I'll have to rename it here to the camel casing. So it's a capital L. So I'll call it login. All right, so I'm going to call the login page from login page. Great. All right, so I need to register that route here. Okay, so I'll just put a comma and then add it to the array. So this will be login, the path will be login, the name will be login page. The same here, I'll be calling the component login page. Login page, right? So we just need to go to our welcome. Okay, nothing has updated here. Okay, I'm just calling about. So we just need to go to our bar, and then we're going to create the login page, and then you see what we have. and it will be updating live. So I'm going to go to our welcome page here, and then among these I'm going to create another router link. So I'll just copy this. Okay, then it will be coming in from login page. That's the name of the route, and then this will be login. All right, so remember we already have our display here in the router view here. Okay, it's displaying as a row. So if I click on login, here we are. We have our image and then the tags. And then since this is not a container fluid, okay, so let me just put this aside and then you go on to see everything update. All right, so it's not completing the whole sides here because this is not a container fluid as is in Bootstrap. Okay, so you can see it has expanded to complete all the sides of this. All right, so let me go ahead and now show you with Bootstrap View. So with Bootstrap View, instead of writing div container, we're going to change it, and I make sure that we achieve almost the same thing. All right, so let me go ahead and delete all this stuff so that I get errors there. Then I save. Okay, I do see nothing because I really have nothing into this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write Bootstrap View syntax. Okay, you can always find it on the Bootstrap View page. Okay, how to start, we already did that, the components, okay, and then the tags. So I'm here to save you all that. So we'll go straight with what we know. So we have a B container, and you can see it's being automatically suggested to us. Okay, so I'll go ahead to this, make sure that everything that I load comes in, and then you can make sure that this container is fluid. Okay, so inside the B container, we're going to have a B row, okay, and inside the B row, we're going to have a B column. So B col, very easy, it's almost like the other. The good thing is when you're using Bootstrap View, even the other normal Bootstrap will work. So I'm going to have B col and B col. So B col again. But the good thing with the Bootstrap View is it helps you automatically render the syntax. Okay, but no worries if you have the old Bootstrap. So I'm going to put the UL here, the unordered list, and then just like the other one, I put the list item, which will be tag 1. So I'm just going to copy this, paste here. There were 5 tags, so this is tag 2, tag 3, tag 4, and tag 5. Okay, I'll render that. Okay, there they are. And then let me include the image, so which will be img. Okay, it's a self-closing tag. And remember, inside the img, I have the source, which is src. So the source is coming in from one called image, which image we have here, okay, giving us the link. So if I save, all right, everything should render. Now I want to change the image a bit. So I'm going to copy this image address from Odomas Aleno, I think it's Nigerian or West African. And then I change this to have that image tag. All right, so I'll paste that. And then if I go back, it has automatically updated. Great, so we need to do a few things. And those things is making sure that our columns are matching very well. So for example, I can come here again and I add a class, which class is equal to a column, and that column can be 10, okay, while the other with the list items will have a column in a class, a class, and then the column will be of 2. And if I save, that's what I expect to see in the changes. There you go. So the image is not completing this whole width, and that depends on you, okay? On how you style your items. That's up to you, but you can see that our Bootstrap is working very well. And these were before following the image size, okay? So if I give it a call of 6, okay, there we go. So which means I can create another column or another row below. So let me go ahead and create another row below the above row. Okay, so I'm going to create a B row. Okay, and inside that B row, I'm going to create another maybe image tag. So I'll create another column which will be, I think I'm going to find another image, and I'll call it image 2. So I'll just come here in my return and I make sure that I have an img tag, image 2 tag, which will lead to a certain link. Okay, I need to make sure that up here is a comma because this is an array. Okay, it's an object and I'm putting this. All right, so I'm going to go again to Unsplash and I look for a good image. Which image? Maybe this one. This one looks to fit. I'll copy the address of this image, then go ahead and paste it here. Okay, so I just need to come back to our item there, and then I save and I see what we have down there. So there is the image and the image is showing. I need to make sure that the call here is 12. Great, so hope the image can fit. All right, so I think with the image it needs, we shall see the image sizes, but that's it, and that's how I use Bootstrap. So we are just going to update this, and then we have the login on one side. Okay, so that will come with the form input, and Bootstrap already has the forms for you. So this is the form for Bootstrap and what you need to have. So the tags are easy. So let me just copy this and paste it the other side. With the Bootstrap form, I don't know which one, where should I take? This is the beginning of the form group, form, and then it ends here. Okay, so I'll just add in this form here in my, among my tags, and then we'll see what we have when I save. Okay. Where is my form? I can't find it. I can't find my form. I'll delete this. Is it in the column? Okay, I think the reason I can't find my form is because of some of the things that are up here. I'll just remove them. And that error is being caused because I had deleted the end tag for B row. Okay, so let's double check and we see if we have our login. There we see we have our login page. All right, so I'm not going to do so much, but I think you can see. So we have the about, the home, and then the login page. So you go ahead and design the login page. You'll get to one from our donation if you just want to follow along, and then you paste it, and then we go ahead. So let me go ahead and paste that code, and then let's meet in the next video where we're going to make sure that the login and the register pages are working very well. All right, so let's go ahead and do that.